Hey guys, Chris Cooley Shooter here. Welcome back. Apologize, it's been a while since I made a video. Um, I bought a house, and to be honest, I've been kind of moving and unpacking and trying to make it better. Today we're doing it from the kitchen table because the gun room that I'm working on is coming along. Did the flooring, a safe in there, and a few other things, some cabinets and stuff, and we got to get a couple benches and whatever for the reloading aspect of things. So yeah, that's a work in progress. Eventually, I'll be doing my home videos from there, because what's the point of having your own house and not having your own gun room? I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts. So what do we have today? Well, judging by the title, you probably already know. And if you're in Canada, this is probably really interesting to you. And if you're not in Canada, then you might not be interested or care at all. Or if you happen to have a bunch of Remington 597 mags and a 1022 and you're just looking for options, how to make things interchangeable, then this might be something for you. So a few years ago in Canada, or forever, we've had the Ruger 1022. And everybody I know has a Ruger 1022. It's like, if you're familiar with Canadian gun culture, it's like growing up and having a Cooey rifle. Everybody growing up back in the day had a Cooey rifle. I didn't, but I had an old German single shot that's how I learned to shoot. But a lot of my friends and everybody I know seems to have a Cooey rifle. And then the 1022, because in southern Saskatchewan, Alberta, maybe a bit in Manitoba, we have a Richardson ground squirrel, which is called Gopher problem. And the 1022 is fantastic. I mean, you can get close to the gophers, you can shoot the gophers, but the big thing is it only ever came with a 10-round mag. So then we bought 25-round mags. Butler Creek came out with 25-round mags. Steel lipped or plastic lipped, it didn't really matter. We bought them. I mean, we bought speed loaders to load those mags. I remember I had a plethora of them. I don't know how many mags I had. I had a speed loader. I literally sit there. I used to carry a fanny pack. I know, pretty classy. I call it my tactical fanny pack. But I could carry my speed loader in there, and I would just dump 22 rounds of ammo in there. And I like open the slide, and I dump them all in and shake them, and they all get, the right way. And I'd like put my mag in there, cam the little thing over, and I could just go to town. And we could shoot gophers. And we would shoot gophers all day. I mean, there was days it was so hot and we shot so many rounds that I swear to you, I could have grabbed my 1022 barrel and just bent it. It was just crazy hot. I just have a pencil barrel. I've only ever had one 1022. I've looked at getting different ones or a new one or whatever, but mine's been really good to me over the years. I've done a little bit of modifications to it. Like I kind of, if you guys have been watching the channel at all, you kind of know that I'm a bit of a fiddler. As far as when it comes to guns and stuff, I fiddle with them. I'm not a fiddler. I can't make a musical sound to save my life, but tinker may be a better word. So I'm always just kind of upgrading, tinkering, changing things, seeing what I like, what I don't like, and whatever have you. So a couple years ago, getting back to it, the Ruger Charger came out, and the Ruger Charger in Canada is considered a pistol, which is restricted, which means you have to have a special license for it, which means you can only take it to an approved gun range to shoot it. But it took the same mags. Now, dare I say, there's probably millions of Butler Creek 25 round mags in this country. And all of a sudden one day, the RCMP decided that because of the Ruger Charger, you're only allowed to have 10 rounds in a pistol, maximum. And they decided that that was unacceptable. So all Ruger 1022 mags were now limited to 10. Because they were interchangeable in the Charger. So for years, I mean, I don't even know where my original 10 round mag is. I might have it, I don't know. All I know is that there was a mad scramble to find more of these 10 round mags. And I mean, they work great, but they're 10 round mags. So everything was hard to find. So when the Canadian government does something stupid, and stupid I mean is it just doesn't make sense. It affected so many guys and ladies and just shooters in general over some arbitrary rule. Like, there's nobody I know that A, owns a Charger, and B, if they already know it's restricted, they're not going to go take big mags because they're going to go to the range. And if they're going to take big mags, then they're going to be taking the risk of getting caught. And so now there's so many guys out there that had piles of money in these mags, and then when you go to shoot Gophers and try to do, like, sorry to anybody who cares, but Gophers are a major problem here. And one of the pest control ways of dealing with them is by shooting them. And it's an effective way because you don't have to wait for the poison, or you don't have to drown them, or you don't have to whatever. You shoot them, they die. You shoot the next one, it dies, and so on and so forth. It's the best way to get out and do a lot of shooting in a short period amount of time and have practical application. I remember back in the day when I would start gopher hunting at the beginning of the spring, I'd be trying to hit the gopher because I hadn't shot for a long time, and then I'd be hitting the gopher, and then by the end I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna put this one in the head, and I'd hit it in the head, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna put that one in the heart, and I'd hit it in the heart, because you just got so much repetition behind the trigger that it just became second nature for you. Which then led us into hunting season. And you pick up your hunting rifle and you go to the range and you zero it and whatever. You have so much trigger time that I felt like I was a better shot, which then made me feel like I could make more ethical shots on game. Especially, we're talking like deer. You know, back then, that's all I was ever hunting was deer. And then the winter I'd go shoot a few coyotes and stuff, but you're not getting the trigger time, and you're not, so, I mean, some days, man, we've gone coyote hunting, it's -40, the wind's blowing in your face, and my feet freeze, so I turn into a bit of a pansy. If they're watching this, we'll attest, and they'll say, yep. I mean, I've literally had to sit in the truck before because I couldn't feel my toes. It's just bad circulation, whatever. I need to get better boots. But yeah, it is what it is. But you just don't get to shoot. Getting back to shooting, so because of this stupid rule, and many stupid rules that affect law-abiding gun owners, manufacturers or people have come out with options, not to circumvent it, but to get us back into compliance, to get us what we needed to do what we needed in the first place. So here comes Spectre Ballistics, and I ordered this Spectre Ballistics conversion kit, and I ordered 3 Pro Mags for the Remington 597. They're not the 30 round mags like you can get from Remington. They're just the 22 round ones. But hey, 22 rounds is better than 10. I'd heard about this a while ago. I didn't really think much about it. And then actually one of our subscribers, who happens to be family, asked me to do a review or to order this stuff and try it and see how it works. Today is just going to be kind of like the unboxing, kind of see how the fit is, things like that. And another day I'll get out and do some shooting with it to see the reliability. Now I've heard the actual Remington mags are not very reliable in general. So they didn't have any, and my only option was to get the Pro Mags. I got, where I happened to get 10% off everything. It just happened to find things that were on sale. So that particular subscriber did send me, a little bit of cash to help cover the cost of this. So I do want to say thank you, appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get into it. So what is it? They give you this little magnet, which I put on my fridge because I'm single and I can. So we'll just get right into this. Obviously you can see these are 3 mags, and we'll get into them there. So this is billet aluminum. It's machined, and what it's supposed to do is supposed to go inside the magwell of a Ruger 10/22, and then it will you will be able to put these in, and then should work. So right here is their little introduction. Thank you for purchasing the adapter. Apparently this has been approved through the RCMP for use. Now we'll see how long that is, seeing as the government wants to change the rules of magazines anyways. But for those of you who aren't aware, please call your MP and get them to stop all this firearm restricting stuff to law-abiding gun owners. It's gone far enough. Buybacks and handgun bans, things like that. It ain't gonna solve nothing. Gotta get the criminals. So there's some instructions. There's a QR code which I'll look at later. It says ensure your rifle's clean, well lubricated. Well, mine's ish. A lot cleaner than it was a couple years ago. Fouling will result in feeding and ejection issues. Seeing as we're not actually feeding it or ejecting tonight, we won't worry about it. High quality, high velocity ammo. I really hope it doesn't, because I got piles of cellular and pellet standard load stuff. So I'm hoping it works. This gun has been firing Ely subsonics actually quite well. And reliably, so I hope it's not a mag issue, and if it is, then I'll find some high velocity stuff to give it a try. I got a bunch of different ammo I can try. Sure rifle is fired with buttstock held firmly against the shoulder when firing. I'm sure that's to make sure that it cycles. So what do we have? Just a simple piece of billet aluminum. You can see how it's like the same kind of size, fit. So I got my 10/22 here. I'll just grab it. So here's my 10/22. I got it in a little bit of a different stock, and just an ATI 10/22 kind of AR style looking stock. I got a Bushnell, I think it's a TR25. I've had this thing for over a decade, and I think I've changed the battery in it once. It's fantastic. Just to get it up a little bit, I got a little True Glow, like Picatinny to Picatinny, kind of whatever. Just go ahead and make sure that rifle's clear. It is clear. And we'll just lock that action open. So with this thing, it's a bit of a pain, because I put my mag in, and that's all fine and dandy, but then to try to like get it out, unless I like dead drop it like that, it kind of doesn't want to work very well. So we let's try this. Let's see how it fits. It's beautifully machined, anodized coating on it. It just feels slick. So okay, now Hold on a second. I don't know how I'm gonna get these mags out of here. Well, let's try putting a mag into one of these things first, just to see how it works. I'm learning with you guys. I literally saved this to unbox it same time with y'all. Oh, this might not actually work, mine. Okay, it fits, and then you just press this side here to release, so it locks in. So let's see if I can actually make this work. I might have to do some Dremel work. Or I might just have to get rid of the stock. Okay. So that fits. That's a little bit whatever, but okay. This is one thing with 1022. I've never enjoyed. Yeah, there is no way that I'm going to be able to release this magazine from in there. So, pull out my trusty knife, cam it over. Sucks because it's supposed to be like way more tactical. Okay, let's see if I can drop this. Okay, there we go. Less being aged. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now, hold on. I don't know. Oop. I caught it with my knees. And it's gonna drop. Okay, I just don't remember the 1022 ever locking back. But with these 10 round mags, no. Oh, and that's something. Okay, so you get to lock back now. So, see? This is why I don't even shoot the 1022 anymore, because I put the stupid stock in. Anyways, the joys of trying to make something look cool, eh? I know there's gonna be a lot of people commenting going, oh, you're an idiot. Why'd you put that stock on? Well, it works. This is awesome for shooting gophers. It's awesome because I can adjust length of pole for different shooters. And I mean, it looks kind of cool. I mean, it's all about looks. But, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to cut. Luckily this is plastic. I'm just gonna have to cut like right along that line there and over there, probably down a bit. Maybe I'll make it a little wider so I can hit the button and have a way better option. But well, maybe lockback doesn't work every time, but maybe it doesn't lock back. Maybe that was just me. Well, excuse me. I guess we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll have to lube up my gun a little bit. It wasn't too bad. Like, I haven't shot it for a while since I cleaned it, so we'll have to check it out. But yeah. Anyways. Okay guys, sorry about that. Battery died. Yeah, so anyways, this is what we got. Looks way cooler. Yeah. So once I figure out this mag system here and get that piece out of there, I'll be able to just swap these in and around a little bit more efficiently than this, because this is kind of stupid. But don't blame the system, blame this housing here. It's that's the problem. It's definitely not like the Spectre Ballistics. That thing fits in really nice. Only a little bit of play, which apparently that happens. Yeah. No, so there we have her. That's I mean, that looks a lot cooler and a lot more effective for gophers. I love having this little red dot on here. You just see some gophers, put her on, squeeze the trigger, move on to the next one. You know, pretty awesome that way. Like with this gun, oh, just trying to think of how many rounds I have through this gun. I have probably well over 10,000 rounds to it, probably, at least. I bought this gun when I was 18. Yeah, 18, just after I got my PAL. And I've spent so many days shooting gophers, target practicing. I've taken it chicken hunting up north. Yeah. I just recently put it in the stock about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Just something different, something to try anyways. And whatever is what it is. I wouldn't mind putting having this thing with a heavy barrel. I think that would look a little better. These points or whatever are a little excessive, and I might knock them down a little bit, because if you grab it on your hand on there, it gets a little sharp. But yeah, so until I make the fix on my own end, that's what we got to work with. So but yeah, just hit that little release, and there she goes. All it is catching that little slide there. It's nice and smooth. Let's see. I have to get it right. I'm still learning it too, right? So for all my Canadian compadres out there, if you're looking for an option to make your 1022 great again, then give the Spectre Ballistics a call, or www.spectreballistics.com. You find it online, and that's what I did. I just found a place that had it online and ordered her up. Didn't take too long to get it, and yeah, I got it a couple days ago, and I've just been waiting for. Honestly, had enough time to clean my table off and be able to do a video. My house is a disaster, and it's just with moving and cleaning and organizing, and there's not enough hours in the day, guys. So just giving her. We got a couple videos here to get out before Christmas, before I'm off for work for a while, or off to work for a while. Yeah. I was gonna do some more shooting, but the weather got real cold, and I don't know. Maybe next week things will get a little nicer, and I can get out for a range day or two. That would be most ideal. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, watching, and I do appreciate it a lot. If you're watching this the time it comes out, I hope you and your family have an excellent holidays. And a great new year. Maybe 2022 can be. Well, if it's worse than 20 and 21, I don't know what that's going to be like, but I hope it's better. I hope more people embrace freedom, and start just treating each other like human beings again, versus everything else that's going on. So, yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Y'all take me here now. Cheers.